Hello class, this is your chapter 9 review. We're going to start with naming figures. You will see this on your test. So, this first one here on the left, what is it? Yes, it is a cone. The one in the middle here, what is it? It is a cylinder. And this one on the right, it is a sphere. All right, our next row here. This one on the left, it is a cube. The one in the middle, its bases are triangles, so it is a triangular prism. And this one on the right, its base is a triangle, and it goes to a point, so it is a triangular pyramid. All right, and down here at the bottom, all right, this one on the left here, it is a rectangular prism. I would also accept square prism because that base looks like it might be a square. This one in the middle, its bases are hexagons, so it is a hexagonal prism. And this one on the end here, its base looks to me like it is a square, so it is a square pyramid. I would also accept rectangular pyramid on that. The next thing you'll see on your test is naming parallel and skew lines. So, you might see various pieces of parallel and skew, but one example of parallel lines would be WX and BC. Notice that they lie in the same plane because they're on the same face. So WX is parallel to BC. Now for skew. Again, lots of different options you could have. One example, and let's erase these two lines I had on here before. One example of skew lines would be ZY and DC. Those are never going to intersect, but they're not on the same plane. You'll also have to calculate lots of volumes. So for this first one, we have a rectangular prism. To do the volume for that, we can just multiply length times width times height, or area of the base times the height, which gives me 144. It doesn't have labels, so I can't label my answer. This one is a cylinder. The radius is 4 and the height is 6. So the volume is pi times 4 squared times 6. When you multiply that out, you will get 301.59 centimeters cubed. This one is a triangular prism. The area of our base is this triangle right here. Remember, we look for that right angle to find the area. Since it's a triangle, it's 1/2 times 4 times 6, which is 12. So my volume equals the area of that base, which is 12, times the height, which connects the two bases, which is 8. 12 times 8 gives me a volume of 96 cubic centimeters. This one is a pyramid. Remember, for a pyramid, I find the area of my base, which is 8 times 7, which is 56. My volume then is 1/3 times my area of my base, which was 56, times my height, which is 6. When I multiply that, I get 112 cubic inches. And here we have a cone. And remember, the volume for a cone is 1/3 times pi times my radius squared. My radius was 3, times my height, which was 11. And I get 103.67 cubic centimeters. You'll also have to find surface area and volume of spheres. So you have a sphere here, and that length right there is 4. That is your radius. So for the surface area, I do 4 times pi times my radius of 4 squared. Plug that in my calculator, and I get 201.06 square centimeters. Remember, surface area is always units squared. For volume, I do 4/3 pi times my radius of 4 cubed. Plug that in my calculator, I get 268.08 centimeters cubed. And finally, you will have to work with similar solids. These two objects are similar. I can set up that first ratio of 5/10 equals, well, my volume is 875, and I don't know the volume of the other one. That first ratio needs to get cubed. 5 cubed is 125, over 10 cubed is 1,000, equals 875 over V. Cross multiply and divide, so I'm going to multiply 1,000 times 875, and then divide by 125. So my volume equals 7,000 cubic feet. And for our other example here, we have similar solids, and we know the surface area of the big one. So we can set up that initial fraction as 3/7 equals something over 196. Well, since it's surface areas, I need to square that first fraction. So I have 9/49 equals S over 196. Cross multiply and divide just like before. 9 times 196 divided by 49. My surface area equals 36 square centimeters. Now your assignment is pages 324 through 326 all. You have to do every problem. You will turn this in on Friday when you take your test. You will also have some work time tomorrow. Actually, most of your class tomorrow is work time.